because I'm a little tongue-twisted within my own mind. What are my blogs about? Why are they so long? How come I don't understand everything this guy says? Maybe because my hat's not on. Maybe because he doesn't make any sense, or doesn't make any sense, or I don't have enough patience to wait before this guy makes sense. Well, first of all, am I a guy? Well, guys and gals. So I'm going to write that down. Guy and gal. But what if Ken was here? Well, you know what? Nah and Ken is always here. No one is always here. The word no one, or in French, or in English, to say none. The O and the N, if you would look up the sequence in pi, it begins with the 141415, which is the 14th and 15th letter. Otherwise, it begins with AD, or your DNA. And the 15 is the O letter, which is AE. See, DONOAE. Now, you would be saying this guy's a little nuts. Well, maybe I am, because what we're actually doing right now is trying to understand our ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. That's all we need to understand is ABC 1, 2, 3. It seems simple, but for me, for some reason, it's not. It's not that simple. Because if I was alone, then I wouldn't do this for anybody but myself. And since I don't believe I am alone, and creation says it happened on the 6th day, they made animal and man, so right away the question is, did they make animal in man? Or did they make man from animal? Because man came up after animal, but they made animal and man on the same time. So are they undivided and put back together? I don't know. But the comparability of, oh my God, look, the pig the dog can hear and smell much better than a human. But why man? Is it M-A-N as a word? The word for man is number 28. The word for guy is 46, and 7 is 53. For gal, it's 20. And then we have TikTok. And when we have TikTok on the clock, we have to know that the I and the O, right? TikTok, or is it tack and toe? Or is it tick-tock, tack-toe? Tack-toe, tick-tack-toe. So is there a continuation in the tick of the talk that when it's ticking and talking, what is it actually doing? What is it telling us? Is it because the arm goes tick-tock? Does that mean the I is the opposite and the T, okay, because they're all starting with T, is what is the center between the two sides, the line on the top, right? Where the C in tick or in talk is created this way means there's a closed area on one side and an open area on the other side. When you close an area in a C, it will automatically create a DA. What am I saying? I don't know if I can turn my camera without stopping things from going. No, actually, let me see. Can I turn it? Oh, yeah, and it keeps on going. So what I'm trying to say is, if I would, let's say I would make a C like that, right? Because I can also make a C like that. And if I made some water in oceans, I can probably make a C like that. So if I split the C this way, right, on this side, I'll have the D, right? But if I take that C and I turn it up this way and I split it, we're going to get the A. Right? So we're just going to leave that as a question and up for grabs, right? When we have the word none, we have the word one, we have the word on. The other word I was speaking about was can. Now remember when when creation came about, we don't know the language they were speaking, but I do know today everything that's in my head. And for me, I've heard Ken before. Okay, and Ken in Hebrew is yes. So we're going to leave Ken for yes. And Bob. Does everybody know bobbing for apples? So now we're going to have to think, where's apples? I know when there's a fire, and fire is one of the major elements. In French, it's a pompier. And the word pomme means apple. Pied means foot. It says apple foot. So something to do with apple foot, putting out the fire, with Santa Claus hanging the socks, which are where your souls are, next to the fireplace. Foot, socks, fireplace. So now when we have the fireplace inside of ACE, we also have a division. The ACE letter is represented with an A. Now, is the A leaning to this side? Is the A leaning to this side? Is it a right angel or is it a left angel or angle? Is that the way you want to say it? Angel or angle? Creation is, can you call it disturbing or misleading or misrepresented or misunderstood as your ABCs? Now, did you understand any of that? Because 7,000 years lost in translation, wouldn't you not think it was difficult to repiece this whole thing back together? But hold on. We're just human. We're not God. Man made it. 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 Oh my God. Man in the moon. Man walked on the moon. And guess what? What happened? God made man. So don't you think that everything in man that God made, if man made, and it's God made, because before man, it was God. Before the sixth day, that's what it was, and that's when it was made. Now, the other thing I was mentioning inside the word man, which I think is M. What can we look at M? M is part of the Federation. It's 4, 5, and 6. That's one of the ways. Yes, I was talking about the A. So let me show you this part. Let me just turn this upside down. I'm babysitting. I'm babysitting this little Cheeky here. I have to brush his hair. Hey, Cheeky, hey. Yes, you're such a good cat. He's a little confused. He barks all the time, but this is my big cat. Hey, big cat. Okay, so what happens over here is that here's your A. Right? Now, when I do that, it looks like the A, but I can also do this to it. Now, when I do this, I cannot draw a line in between here. I have to follow the rules, the builder's rules. Moses was a builder, and Jesus was a carpenter, and Noah built a boat. And they all baptized in water and was born and floated to the Egyptians in water, and Noah floated on water. So we have to take the basics of history when the creation of man and animal, right? Manimal. Not minuscule, like in the alphabet, because there's consonants and there's vowels, so we also have to remember that. So here's your A. I have a left-sided A and a right-sided A, right? I got this area over here and this area over here, and both of them look like the letter D. In fact, when we begin this, it looks like we have a C here and a C over here. And if we take a look at it this way, right, this part over here will be one part of the octagon. It'll also be one part of the hexagon. And it's also going to be one part of that penta. So P-H-O, penta. Let's use it as penta, right? The other thing about this is it's 5, 6, and 8. I don't remember what the 7 is, but I can tell you what these mean. House is 68. Planet is 68. Half of 68 is 43. Horse is 65. The word 3 is 56. And these numbers, reverse cubes, 1 and 8 live together. 8, okay, is the reverse of 6, but it is in the voided area. And I'm going to just flip this camera over here and explain what it means. Is when I work, I have to have my principal working tools. And my working tools are a dice cube. I need to see the dice cube and the regular dice cube. 6 sides. On every single sides are different numerics of dots. One side is 1 dot. The opposite is 6. The one side is 2. The opposite is 5. One side is 3. The opposite of 4. But it's not as simple as it sounds, because we're talking now about area space. Area equals to the numeric value of 25. Space equals to the numeric value of 44. Area space equals to a total of 69. 3 times 3, 3 plus 3 equals to 69. But you think it ends just there? Now I got to do the artwork with 3 and 3 and understand what 6 and 9 is. Understand with 2 and 5 where we can create this on the grill. I'm going to show you what the grill looks like. And I know I've been all over the place right now, but I'm going to show you the grill. You might have seen this before. In fact, everything that I work with, right, I can almost guarantee you that 75%, if not higher, have seen this before in one fashion or another. I'm writing it out right now. And here it is. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or written this way. So you see this. So this is my grill. So how do I make numbers 6 and 9? Well, here's number 6 and 9 over here. Right? 6 and 9, 6 plus 9 equals to 15. 6 times 9 equals to 54. So if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that right there. 1, 5, 4. I used up all those numbers. Or, I'm just going to use this one, go 1 and 5, right? Or do I go 6 and 9 is 15, 1 is 5 is 6 and 9. So how do I get 9? 1 and 8 is 9, 2 and 7 is 9, 4 and 5 is 9, 6 and 3 is 9. More or less looks like that. Well, then where do I get 6 from? Well, we're going to use the 6. 5 and 1 is 6. 2 and 4 is 6. 7 and 8 is 6. And on this one over here, I created that. So is that 9? Is this 11? Is this 9? Is this 11? Or is this 9? So we now take another dimension to understanding these numbers. Besides that, if you go to the ATM, the Q and the Z are over here. But if you go to the telephone, the Q is here and the Z is there. And now I'm going to ask myself a question. Is there a reason? Does it matter if there's a reason? But the reality within itself and how it got there from where it came and how the movement came about and what the changes were when it arrived? Isn't that what you would see? So maybe we're going to keep this a little short. Oh, yes, I wanted to show you this one other thing with area space. It's that 5 and 2 is 7, 4 and 4 is 8. This is a separation of a gate. And why I say that, it's G and H. Here's the H, and here's this G. And I like to say this is heaven's gate. First of all, the word 12. I'm going to try and show you a little bit from where I got all of this information from. 7 and 8, G and H. 7 plus 8 equals to 15, A and E. Otherwise, the 15th letter is O. Now, if we add them all together, it's 30 or just 66. The other word for this is October. The other one from this is 1 through 12 equals to a total of 78. It is the 12th of 13 numbers at the 7th gate. And it is the 13th number, 1 and 12, that connects both ends of the gate, A and I, 1 and 9. Same thing as we get over here, the 13th, right? I'm gonna brush this up to explain why. Let me see where I was. In the deck of cards, when you add up 1 through 13 cards, it equals to 91. We have 13 moons in a year. We have 26 letters in the alphabet equaling to 13 and 13. A and B, okay, is the reverse of Z and Y. The center of the alphabet is M and Z, and everything reverse is 27, living in the house at the beta gates. Okay, now let me see if I can explain to you fully. It's 12 out of 13 parts to get to the gateway. Man is where the gateway is. Woman is where number 12 is. The bat mitzvah and the bar mitzvah. In fact, only when you surpass this over here and this over here can 12 become woman inside of 13, while 13 will become man inside of 14, moving over to the second side, 5, 7, and 9. So remember, it's boy and girl, right? That changes and gets a name as man and woman when they have the bat mitzvah and the bar mitzvah. So I'm just trying to see, so the 13 zodiac signs, we switching over on the 12 zodiac signs, we switch over. On 13 is just like number 1. We start it over again. Why do we have to stop at 13? Why can't we stop at 14? 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is 5 and 4 equals to 9. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 equals to 3 and 4 equals to 7. On a dice cube, the 3 and 4 are opposite. On a dice cube, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3 are all together. So from one side of the dice cube, we create this, and numbers as we look at them and understand them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we get 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we get our whole recipe over here. Now, what does this do? I'm just going to see if I have this all lined up on one of my books. Is when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You're going to use just 1, 2, 3, 4, which comes from these numbers over here. These numbers over here will be Uranus and Saturn, 13. These numbers over here will also be Earth and Mars, as Earth is number 52, 5 and 2, 7. As Mars is number 51, 5 and 1, 6. 66 is freedom, 77 is power, 77 is point. The point that is made is between the point, when the point is made, the point is 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. These are the points that are to be made. Each one of these, okay, will get sorry. And what are these numbers? 57 is the relationship between the male and the female, between the 12 and the 13, because 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 is 3 and 2, equals to 5. And 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 3 and 4, equal to 7. Now we got to go 2 times 2, 2 plus 2, equals to 8. And 3 times 3, 3 plus 3, equals to 15. 3 times 3, 3 plus 3 is 6 and 9, 15. It's ho, 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 equals to 6. It's the dividing of the 7th gate. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. What are these numbers? These are the odds that you get when you play with the dice. These are the odds you get. Are they the perfect odds? I can't tell you. I can't tell you. What is this? It means if you put down 5 chips, you get back 9. If you put down 5 chips, you get back 7. If you put down 6 chips, you get back 7. So in both of these areas, you get back 7. And through the artwork with 66, is that here is number 7. Here is number 5. Let's not forget that moon is 57. Birth is 57. And these are the moons of Mars, and this is the Earth moon. The 3rd and the 4th planet, 2 and 1 moons. Mercury has no moons. Venus has no moons. So in the voided area of moons, I'm going to bring Mercury and Venus together. Okay, hold on a second. Who's here? Oh, hi, how are you? Okay, I'm just a little busy just doing something here, so I'm not going to disturb you, okay? Okay, so let me see where I am now. So we have 3 moons, Deimos, Phobos, and Luna. So we always have to work at the 3 moon areas. So we're going to give it one more 57. So here's what we're going to work at: 5, 10, 15, and 21. And it's ironic, when you add 1 through 5, it equals to 15. And when you add 1 through 6, it equals to 21. Okay, I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna, are you gonna be working in this room here, or?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go move my stuff over. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna be moving over, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, can you leave my stuff on the table, because it's a little, or no, or just kneading it up? I'm gonna be back. I have to, I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna go downstairs. Whoop, there goes a book of mine. I'm just gonna go downstairs. Okay, dogs, you're gonna stay here? Okay, just give me a minute. I'm just moving my area. Tick, 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 tick. Ooh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I'm just gonna move in here.
That's good.
It's gonna be quieter. Okay. How's everybody doing? I just moved my area. The light is not the same. I don't have the sun in the background. Just let me, oh, but I do have something that I do like. I'm able to put my phone up a little bit. I hope I didn't get too mixed up with where I was, because there's absolutely a lot going on here. So just let me see what happened. My book opened up. Okay. Okay. So, hey, 22 minutes, 22 seconds. Let me just see where we were with this. Yes, okay. I just need to put this down here. I wish I had on my big camera. Okay, so now what we're going to work back to. See this over here? See, I had the sun before. The sun was taking away my shadow. Now I only have a light from above. So what happens over here is, here's your number 57. So where does 66 go? Right here. Your 66 connects both on the left side and the right side the same way you would take that, and this is your ace. So let's put the ace up over here at the point of the pyramid. And always remember that when you have a point, that is going to be Mars as 51. Or we're going to have 52 as Earth. We're going to have 1 moon, or we're going to have 2 moons. And what's ironic is Earth gets 2 and Mars gets 1. It's almost like our connection between Earth and Mars and the singular moon here, and then the 2 moons over here, is Earth is working with this moon. And then Mars has this moon. It seems like Earth gets this moon and Mars. You see what I'm saying? Mars over here is connecting to 2 outside moons, and it's picking up on Earth. Why is it picking up on Earth? What is going on between these moons? Remember I said the ace is now going to stand divided at the 7th gate? 1 line here, 1 line here, and 1 line here. We live in the E world. Let me do that again. See this line over here? We're going to extend it all the way out. I'm going to extend this one all the way out. Is this the minimum size we have to be for an A? Yes. So what are we going to get? We're going to get 7AF. We're going to get 7 and 6. The 6th letter is F. The 21st letter reverse, if you want to look at it that way. Oh, I thought I had the dogs in here for a second. I'm trying to see where else I am. So then we have 7, 8, and it's this number that when multiplied and added will create this. This is the divided of the 7th gate. It's the 1 and the 6, or the sweet 16, that brings this together. The furthest apart will create this. Here's your ABC connection. I know I jumped off to this. I'm going to get back to it. But your 55 is your separation. Your 7 times 6, 42. 7 plus 6, 13. 13 plus 42 equals to 55 minus equals to 29. How else can we create it through 1, 2, 3, 4? We can, did I do everything? 42 and 13, 43 and 12, 44 and 11, 34 and 21. You see, first we're working with the maximum. I'm not going to work with the minimum. I'm going to go down to the minimum. 43 and 12, 44 and 11. Where do I get all these numbers? Well, I'm going to be able to use each one of these numbers twice. There's 2 of them here. I can mix them up any way I want in order to get to 55. So I take 13, 12, 11. I take 21, 22. Did I get the 23rd? 23, 24. Then I take the 32. Did I take the 31? Where's my 31? I have to have a 31 here somewhere. Well, I'm going to have a 31. Whoop, I have a book underneath it. Hold on. We have to have a 31 and a 24 equals to 55. Oh, did I get that? You see, I had the reverse over here. And so I have 31. Oh, I did that over here, so I did have it. Okay, 31, 32. I have the 33, and I have the 34. So I have to have every single one of these numbers, and they're all going to come out to 55. So when you go to the minus, it's 29. That's the IT system in the cube. But what happens at the same time? Here it's going to be, we're going to count them to a single digit to start with. 1, 2, 1, 4, 10, 4 communication, Roger Rabbit. Here it's 10, 6. This is 1.5 times, right? This is where your division comes in between the cube, okay, and the earth house, the cat, the 9 lives of the cat, right over here. That happens here, 44 and 11, okay? Then there's mathematics for these. Remember, all of these have mathematics. This is the dividing gate, and it's inside the moon, the IT system in the sun. Number 29 is very special. Many, many, many numbers end at 29. I'm going to get to there in a minute. 33, 13, back to the moon again. See these two? Back in the moon, whether it's 43 and 34. And what's ironic is that 34 is cold, and cold goes with boy because it's blue. And where 43 is hot, and that goes with red, but red is the devil. And the devil's in the trunk. The devil is in the trunk. Where does this guy get this from? How can the devil be in the trunk? Oh my God, I got to write this down. That's why we need a round table here, writing stuff down, passing information on, letting somebody else take over. So if the devil's in the trunk, let me write this down. So we got junk in the trunk, and you have your sex junk, and we have the elephant trunk, and we have the valise and the spare tire, and we have the jack. We have jack in the trunk. Oh my God. We're not going to talk about the lock. We have to shut the trunk. Trunk's in the back of the car. Now we have to get the mouse and the cat. Oh, we need the mouse and the cat. Oh, we have microprocessing. How do we have microprocessing? The elephant has a pea brain. He chases the rat that's chased by the cat, and the elephant has the trunk. And the trunk has red lights on it. At night, when you're pressing the brake, you got red lights, comes out the back of the car, must be hidden in the trunk, right? Because usually the red is behind you, and red, you have to stop. So always stop at the trunk, stop at the elephant. The elephant, the trunk knows to be for the soul. The soul and the water are the same numeric value, number 67. Number 67 is related to Earth and Mars. Earth and Mars, meaning that Uranus is connected to Earth, and Saturn is connected to Mars. Now, by virtue of the exchange of numbers, right? Let me just show you this. By the virtue of the exchange of numbers, through what is hold on a second, through what is 9/11. The exchange of numbers of 9/11. Let me see if I can go through this. Doesn't stop. I hope I have enough battery in here. I don't know if I have enough battery. I might have to run upstairs and check my battery. Let me see. Did I get it here? No. What is this? This is okay. I'll have to explain that another time. You know what? It would have been faster if I drew it out myself. Okay, I'm going to draw it out myself. Let me just draw this out myself. Okay. Here it is. 9/11. We've seen this before. We've all seen this before. In fact, I just did it 2 minutes ago. So where is it? No, I don't have it. So here it is. Here's 1 and here's 8. That's 9. Here's 2 and here's 7. That's 9. Here's 4 and here's 5. That's 9. Here's 3 and here's 6 and that's 9. 9, 9, 9, 27. And if you want to go with number 11, we can do it over here, but we're going to come up with something new. We're going to make another box over here. Okay, and here is 2, and here is 9, 11. And here is 3, and here is 8, 11. And here is 5, and here is 6, 11. And then here is 4, and here is 7, 11. We have 7 and 4 separate over here, as we have 6 and 3 separate over here. We have to remember that, 3, 4, 6, 7. So then we have this, and this, we have this, and here is our 9/11. So we can understand our 9/11. What about 10? Why am I not doing 10? Well, I'm going to just use this one to ordinarily do 10, let's say, or I'll just have to pick up this. 10, okay, is what you have to do. See the way I pass in between on the line, right? See the way I pass on the line in between? When I drag my 2 crossing over here on the line, I'm going through 4.5 all the time. Here, I'm going through 5.5 crossing on the line. Here and here, okay, I am going, here is my 10-10. Here is my 10-10 over here. If I design it this way, I can only go 10-10. Why can't I do this? In order to do this, I must do this, I must do this, and then up and down and up. That's the only way I can do this because it's a single area square. And Builder's Code said I can only draw from corner to corner or on a straight line. So I would have to create 4 times this size. So instead of it being 9, it would have to be 36 to bring the 2 of them together. So you're bringing all these worlds together. So from the 9 birth into the 36 into the house. This will create 99. 3 times 6, 18. 3 plus 6, 9. 9 and 18, 27 inside the 7th gate, inside the house of Bait. So now let me see what else I wanted to talk about. Let me see if I finish this first of all. We were talking about the moon for a second. I want to see if I finished. Oh, wait a second. Look at that. No, that's not the one. Let me see what else I drew on there. 3 dots, 6 void. That's another thing. Did I finish off with that? Let me see if I can finish off. See, 2 and 9, 11. And all these numbers that come out is the multiplication and the addition to understand the further depth of these numbers. I also spoken about number 29. What it is about 29 is 5 times 4 equals to 20. 5 plus 4 equals to 9. 5 and 4 is your sun. 45 is the fox. It's a passage between 45. 54 is also for the woman, Vajiji. And how do we get there? From number 14. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals to 4 and 5. And how do we get here? 6 and 8. And how do we get here? 2 and 4. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, 6 and 8. 6 and 8 is 14. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4, 1 and 4, 5. Now, how do we get to 24? 8 and 16, which equals to what is 44? How do we get to 44 from 22? 2 times 2, 2 plus 2 is 44. 4 times 4, 4 plus 4 is 16 and 8, equaling to what is 24. So how do we get to 44? We can get there also by 8 and 4, 4 and 8. 4 times 8, 4 plus 8 equals to 32 and 12, equaling to 44. So what about 1 and 3? Well, 1 and 3 will take us to 19. Let me do this on another page. One and 1, 1 and 2, 1 and 4, 1 and 5, okay? 1 and 3, 1 and 6. This will take us to this, will take us to this, will take us to this. This will take us to what is 11 and 30, equaling to 41. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 is 6 and 5 equals to 11. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 plus 5 equals to 40. Take away the 11. 30 minus 11 equals to 19. Remember, as we spoke before, the 55 equaling to what is 42 and 13 also equals to 29. The two of them equals to 84, and that will equal to Pluto. This will equal to 32 and 12, equaling to what is 44 and 20, to what is 64 and 24, to what equals to 30. This will equal to 88. Purple, Pegasus, window. And this is going to take you to what is 64 and 16, equaling to 80, which is bronze. And 88 leads back to 8, where 8 and 8 is 7, and 1, giving you your QAH combination coming together. And 17 is your gateway. 7 times 1 equals 7. 7 plus 1 equals to 8. So now what we have is 7 and 8 coming together, or G and H, which is another sound for laugh. The 7th and the 8th letter equals to 15. 1 plus 5 equals to 6. F. Or how about G and H, right? Oh, I did G and H. What about P and H? For phonic, equals to 16 and 8, equaling to 24. 1 and 6 equals to 7 and 8. Bringing this back together. Now, when we continue down here, right, 88, did I get this? And this will be 40. Can we use that for the 40 days and the 40 nights of the crossings? Well, Monopoly is 40, right? And the borderline of the Monopoly is 40 and 48. We are the sons of Pluto passing into the blue world. The Monopoly game has 169 area spaces, as every corner is 4 by 4, equaling to 16. And on the inside, between the trains, okay, is going to be what is 8 and 2 and 8 between all the trains, which equals to 18. You have 4 sides is 72, and 16 equals to what is 88. Inside and surrounding this area over here, okay, is going to be 12. So we are going to get, did I get that right? No, not 12. We're going to get 8, 8, 8, and 8. Did I do, let me see if I got that right. 4, 5, 6, no, sorry. It's 4, 4, 4, and 4. So it's 4 by 4 equals to 16, and 4 by 2 equals to 8. And those are going to be the trains. That's your gateway in the trains. And Harry Potter also spoke about the trains. And why would I say these numbers? Because the area space, if you really want to see, the area space for Monopoly Corner is this big. And that's a 4 area. The area space for a train is this big. Those are the minimum sizes. I can go bigger, but I'm using the minimum, right? You need to keep the square. Otherwise, I'm at 9, right? And that'll be the next dimension, the next level. So we have the trains, which take up 4 trains by 2 is 8. We have leading from the center, right, is 2 areas, plus 4 areas, plus 1 area, plus 4 areas, plus 2 areas. So you were going to be looking at 2, 4, 1, 4, 2. So you're going to be looking at 4, 8, 10, 12, 13. And that's what it is. It's a 13 by 13 board equaling to 169. And this is where the moon fits in and the spirit fits in. And to these, the reason for that is back to 19. The only way to 19 is 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 3 and 4. 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 is 12 and 7, equaling to 19. And then what happens, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to 3 and 2. You can get the pig out of that if you want. Just to note that 43 is the goat. Where is the green go? It goes at where? That's where the green go. You know the gringo, right? The gringo is made up of blue and yellow because that's how you get green, okay? And it's after this octagon, right? You have to slow down at the orange light. Orange light is a warning, which could be the sun, which could be Pluto, which is burnt orange. Known as the 9th planet, number 84, right? And also Pluto, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 by 27 equals to 135, and that's your divided sun, your divided alphabet. So 135 from 80 for Pluto leaves it with 51, and that would be Mars, or 3 by 17, equaling to Mars, your base gateway planet creation. And what's ironic about 71, 7 times 8, 56, 7 plus 8, 15, they will both create 11, equals to 71, is that 1 times 71, 2 times 71, 3 times 71, 4 times 71, 5 times 71, and 6 times 71. Okay, and what you get in this is you get 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6. Why? I'm going to explain to you. Because 1 hour, 51 minutes equals to 111 minutes. Because, let me see this. Right. So just let me, right. No, sorry. 71 minutes. 71 minutes is 1 hour and 11 minutes. 2 times 71 minutes is 2 hours and 22 minutes. 151 equals to 111, which means 60 plus 51, part of the Mars connection, and also 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 equals to what is 51 equals to what is 60. This is the center of the roulette board of 36 numbers. And in the 36 numbers over here, you're going to get a total of 111, or 555 plus 111 equaling to 666. How do I get this? The total added from 1 through 36 equals to a total of 666. This is the center of dividing 18 numbers, leaving you at 495, if I remember, to one side, 111 to the center, and then 120. Does 4, 5, 6? Did I get this right? I think I made a mistake somewhere. From 1 through 15, it equals to 120. From 16 to 21, it equals to 111. That's 231. So here, 231 435. Okay, 345. That's perfect. That's perfect. So this is the basic for the train area. I mean, I know I jumped onto here, went onto here, 71. What does 71 do? 444, the hour in the day, 444 is 71 times 4 equals 284. 284 minutes is 4 hours times 60 is 240 plus 44 equals to 284. 4 hours, 44 minutes. So this is absolutely perfect. The gateway meets exactly there. It meets with the G and H and the P and the H, dividing the night with the day, understanding also that the area we play in Monopoly, okay, is this 424, which is dividing by the seventh gates, telling me that it's the trains are dividing by the seventh gate. Now, where are these trains? Well, they're at the 6th, the 16th, the 26th, and the 36th position. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 7, 8, and 9, which is the invert to 1, 2, 3, and 4 to the center area over here. Why? 1 and 9, 10. 8 and 2, 10. 7 and 3, 10. 6 and 4, 10. Now, some would say, well, what about the zodiac signs? What about the astrology signs? There's always 12. Shouldn't we be going 9 and 3, 12? 8 and 4, 12, 7 and 5, 12. Did I get that right? 6 and 6, 12. Yes, we have to do this also. This is just another step, another dimension. 75 electric moon, freedom. Over here we have Pluto, we have the sun, we have angels, we have 10. Every one of these is going to tell a story. 15 and 9. 3 times 3, 3 plus 3 is 15 and 9. 5 and 8, 13. 7 and 4, 11. The low side is 18, and the high side is 30. Did I get that right for 48? And here the low side is 10, and the high side is 30. Did I get that right? 3, 6, 10, 17, 24, 30. 9, 8, 7, 6. Well, yeah, 30 and 18. Okay, we got that right. 18. The base for your creation is ABC or ABCD or BCD, which is BCD is 9, ABC is 6, and this one over here to bring them together is ABCD 10, bringing together 33. 3 times 3, 3 plus 3, bringing us to what is 9 and 9. I think I want to go back to explain this piece over here. The 24th letter, 2 and 4, 6. The 15th letter, 1 and 5, 6. And the 6th letter over here, okay, is 6. When you bring this math over here, it creates the division between the 7th gate, 24 hours a day inside the house. This one will be the quarter houses of Mars. We run on a 60-second clock. 10 times, 4 times, 2.5 times each one of these numbers. We run them down here, the total, 31. The reverse total of this one, 6 and 3, is 3, 5, and 5. Where do we get this? 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. 2 and 3, 5. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1, 2 and 3, 5. So we add this all up here, 36. We add this here is 4. That's just ironic. It works. We add this here, it's 9. Just so happens that the cycles that everything runs around is 3 and 6. So this is the basic cycle we run around on this planet. Right over here, the dividing of the 7th gate. Actually, the cycle is 147. Sorry, the cycle is 147, but this is our inside rotation. So we added up 13. Here we have 31. 3 and 1, 4. 4, 1 and 3, 4, 4. 1 and 8, 9, 9. 45, 9. 36, 9. 3, 6, 4, 5. On a dice cube, there are 2 of each of these. There's 6, 3, 3, 6, 5, 4, 4, 5. This is the male organ, 63. This is the female organ, 54. Now, the opposite of the C is the W. The opposite of the X is the D. The ABC, and where it divides at D, what makes the head and the tail of the 2 is bringing these 2 together. Now, 23 and 3, or should it be 23, 27, 27. Here's 26. here's 28. Here's 7, here's 47. So I'm just trying to go through my understanding where the 7 and the 8, the 7 is what links both sides together. 7 links both the 6 and the 8 together, but the 6 does not when you have 26. 26, 2 and 6 is 8, 28, 2 and 8 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. Another thing to look at and understand is 21st. We use the ST. 22nd, right? We use the ND, and 23rd. So just like ABC is U, V, and W, it ends over here on W. When we get into the TH onto the other side, it happens at 24th. The same way it happens at 4th. Now, this is a little complicated to explain. Once we get the 4th, we get the opposite side of 3 at the 7th gate. So when we're getting 3rd over here, it's before we get to this side yet. Where is 23? 23 is inside of this. This is on the other side. This is on one side. This is on the other side. This one over here is in the same side of this one, and this one is in the same side of this one. They fit together. I don't really know if I can explain it. This is your high energy Jesus time. Here's your 9/11, your separation between bringing your creation and your birth together. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4, 2 times 3, 2 plus 3. Here's where your gate divides. Remember, U will go with F. V, the 22nd letter, will go with E. The 23rd letter, okay, which is W. See the opposite over here? The 21st letter goes with the first area. The 22nd letter goes with the second area of the second letter. And the third one goes on this side over here. They all fit together, and they're noted in Chaldean as 666. So there's still a little bit more to understand what's going on over here. This is also Jesus. This is time. I like to put this as the crown to the moon and the energy. Note this is 666, 333, 555, 444. And it's funny that love is 3645. Let me see. I have a bunch more that I didn't go over. I'm just going to do this quick. When I count Fibonacci, but a different way to doing Fibonacci, 1 and 1 is 2, 2 and 1 is 3, 3 and 2 is 5, 5 and 3 is 8, 8 and 5 is 13. I'm only going to use the one area. 3 and 8 is 11. I'm only using the one area. 3 and 1 is 4. 5 and 4 is 9. 9 and 5 is 14. Only use the 4. And we do all this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have to understand that if we're going to start, where is our beginning? Is it 0, 1? Here, 15. The first one is completed at 15, but we don't know this until this string has began. So is it 1, 2, 3? And is this the beginning? Remember, most of everything is started again in the fourth area of dimension. So should we skip out this one over here and start at power, Christ, matter, Jesus, home? The division in pi is right over here. Should we start at this one and then go 1, 2, 3, and then go to this one over here is the fourth one? Because that's the way it would have to begin in order to keep the sequences as they are. And then we would end up with 6, 3, 9, 6. The second side, multiplication and adding, see, we ended ours over here, 18 and 25. It could be when February comes to an end, February comes to an end, and then what would happen? It would be X y. I'm just adding up the total value here. It might mean nothing, but this one over here is 6 and 6, 12 and 12. Oh, yeah, I got it right. 24 and 25 equaling to 49. 49 times 3 equals 147. 7 months of 31 days, 4 months of 30 days, 1 month of the Valentine. So we did this basic of Fibonacci. There's still more to understood in here, multiplication and addition possibly. There's still a little bit more to understand here. Not this piece. We did a basic understanding of 55 over here and where it comes from. It also creates the straight. Where does this come from? That comes from number 16. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 is 7 and 6 equals to 13. And the second part of it is 42. But we know that the 42 is going to, 4 times 2, 4 plus 2 is 8 and 6. Now, 8 plus 6 equals to 14. 8 times 6 is 48. So we're going to do the math for both of these. And the math for both of these, okay, let me go to 14 and 48. Equals to 5 and 4, equals to 20 and 9, equals to 29. 48 equals to 32 and 12 equals to 44. 4 by 4 is 16 and 8 equals to 24. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals to 6 and 8 equals to 14. And then we're going to lead that back into 5 and 4 equals to what at the end is 29, which is 18 and 11. When we do this, we get 9 and 8, and then we get 72 and 17, and it remains at this number over here. This is your high Q. This one over here, 11, will run back into number 29. This one over here. Your number 65 will end up to be 30 and 11 equaling to 41. On the minus side, it'll be 19. Your 76 will equal to 42 and 13 equaling to 55 and 29. I just want to bring this one over here. I'm not sure which way, 98. This is your 17. I'm just trying to think which way, 18, 9, 29. Right, you're 18 and 9. You're 18 and 9. 18 and 11, sorry. 18 and 11, right? And the other one is 20 and 9. This equals to 29. This equals to 29. I'm just trying to see how everything comes together so we understand our basic bottom line of bringing everything together are these two numbers over here. The other way to bring that number together will be from 16 over to 13, and then we'll bring it over to this one. Well, it's actually 13 it's actually this one, 34. So it'll be hot blue, and red is going to create that. So that's our basic. 19 and 29 is 1 and 9 is 10. 2 and 9 is 11, becomes 1 and 2. Or if we multiply it and add it, and we bring the star system, becomes 1 and 3. So with the female and then with the male, right? And 1 times 1, okay, equals to 1. And 1 plus 1 equals to 2. So the completion of it will equal to 3. Otherwise, you have that with the female, 1 and 1 with the addition coming in, the female creating to this. Let me see if there's anything else. I hope I got most of this or a lot of this in. You see that I got a lot of this in. We understood where 66 came together. The 5 and 7 comes together with 6 and 6. And then within 6 and 6, the 88 or the 8 comes about, connecting the 66, because we've now created and connected two worlds within this realm here. Do you see this ace area here? Let me see what the minimum size. has to be. Just want to see what that minimum size. We're going to take number 7 here, number 5 here. Just want to see the 6 ends up over here and over here touching. The 8 ends up over here, making this angle and this angle come together. Okay, just below the 7th, just within the bottom half of the 7th gate. Okay, we know that. Then there's combinations. Okay, when we box 6 numbers, right, in all combinations, how many are there? I'm not really sure. I came up with 476. I'm not sure if that's the true answer. And then I came up, when you box 3 numbers, it comes up to 216, talking about the moon. And the other one, I believe, talks about connecting the sun with the moon. I think we're going to end it here. Yeah, here is just an hour and 51 gives you 111. And now, then once I did 151 for 111, I used everything else here. What? 1 and 5, 6, 0, 6, 2 and 4, 6, 4 and 2, 6, just to understand the dimension of where 6 comes in each realm. Just as we look at 222 inside of this, which is 342 minutes. And then we want to look at 333, and that's 533 minutes. And then 7 hours, 24 minutes, 444. And then 9:15 is 555, and it all ends basically over here. 71 times, whoop, I don't know if I'm getting in. Etheric, emotional, mental, astral, celestial, kethic, root crown, chakra, brow, third eye, throat, heart, sacral. Thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to help out the channel, that'd be just utterly fantastic. It's my only means of income at all. And I did write something down. Oh, yeah. Understanding all the numbers, because there's more of a truth inside the numbers than anyone will understand. Plus, the new thing that I just found. So let me see if I can. Oh, guess what time it is? Look at this. Let me see if the time will change. 12:21, 55. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to 3 and 2, 5. The pig. Let me get this over here. Yeah, check this out. Lowercase letters, minuscule. So we have to also understand what they call it. God made man and animal. Now I'm trying to understand all these and see if they give me another way. Remember the analytics out of everything that God has given us. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Just to let you know, once again, it's more or less, I don't like to say it, but I usually don't put this up. Thanks. Thank you for watching. Ciao. Good night. How do we end this?